With so many Facebook ads videos on the internet and experts coming from all walks of life, you're probably stuck wondering what is the best Facebook ad strategy for e-commerce. Well, my favorite strategy is one campaign broad targeting, and I've used this for many years with great success. But again, there's lots of different ways that you can actually deliver this strategy. So I think the most optimal way of doing it is the 3-2-2 method, which I want to show you today. Don't worry if you've never heard of that. Today's video is going to be an excerpt from my full Facebook ads course. So it's going to clearly explain to you exactly what the 3-2-2 method is and how you can apply it in your Facebook ad accounts if you're running e-commerce accounts. So if you like it, there'll be a link in the description to the full Facebook ads course, and there you'll find 50 plus other videos just like this that are going to elevate your Facebook ads knowledge and get you more performance in your business or in your clients' businesses. The 3-2-2 method is a Facebook media buying tactic created by one of my mentors, Charlie Titchener, and is the engine room of your ad account. Now, it has 4 core defining features. You're going to have one CBO campaign where scaling and testing both take place rather than separately. You're going to use broad targeting only with no audience exclusions. You're going to use dynamic creative testing with 3 creatives, 2 copy, and 2 headlines in each, hence the 3-2-2 method. And you're going to have top post IDs extracted and housed in a winner's ad set within that one CBO campaign. Now, there's a couple of advantages to this. The first one is that it is budget efficient because bad creatives don't get any spend and good creatives get proportionally more spend. That's the whole nature of the CBO setup. Remember, as we spoke about before, you're giving Facebook the control of where it spends your budget. And if you're testing within that, it means if you find something that's good, it can direct the budget towards that. And it likewise, if that thing wasn't good, it's not going to give it any budget. You also have greater stability because your audience is fixed and unrestricted in size. So if you have interest audiences, as an example, you might reach the point where you have used that whole audience up and your campaign starts to decline, or even worse, just drops off a cliff because there's no more people or Meta has changed how that audience is calculated, okay? And it just sends it into whack, right? We're also using AI and machine learning with this method. So you're using data to drive creative development, and it's also highly competitive by the nature of the setup, which means only the very best ads are running in your account. We don't care about stuff that is mediocre. We're trying to find the best of the best, and that's why we're putting it into the winner's ad set. So we're always trying to beat the very best of the best rather than test things in isolation where they might run okay on their own, but are they better than the actual best of the best in the account, right? So we're going to jump onto another screen. I'm going to show you the 3-2-2 method now. So you can see here, this is what the setup is going to look like. You're going to have your campaign, you're going to have the 2 dynamic creative tests going on, and you're going to have your winner's ad set. Okay, so if we take one of the dynamic creative tests, first of all, you're basically going to have your dynamic creative ad set, and within that, you're going to have 3 creatives. Okay, so if you're using videos, all 3 are going to be videos. If you're testing images, all 3 are going to be images. You don't want to mix and match the creative format because they behave differently on the platform. We want to make sure that within the concept we're testing, we're using the same creative format. Is that images? Is that videos? Is that GIFs? Whatever, right? Within that, you're going to select, or you're going to use a previously proven ad copy. So what is your current best ad copy? Well, that's one of the stables you're going to select. And then you're going to introduce one new ad copy as well to see if we can find something better than what is currently working. Same with the headlines. We're going to use one best headline from the past. That is your stable. That's a proven concept. And you're going to introduce one new headline to see if we can try and beat that headline and find something new that works better. Let's say we do find something that works. We found a new creative paired with either a previous ad copy or a new ad copy, previous headline or our best headline, whatever that combination is. We're going to take that winning creative, grab the post ID, and we're going to transfer it into our winners ad set within the same campaign. And then the idea is eventually spend is going to be redirected to the winners ad set the spend is going to be redirected to that winner's post ID within the winners ad set, and spend's going to be taken away from this DCT, and you could probably eventually turn it off, because what we're doing with a dynamic creative is we are basically testing lots of different combinations. And after time, once data is gathered from all the different combinations, what happens is the cream rises to the top, and only the very best combination starts getting all the spend. So if we then take out that very best combination, put it into isolation, the algorithm is going to look at that and go, hey, why am I spending money on this ad set that, yes, does have that top combination, but also has all this other stuff that doesn't do as well? Well, I'm probably more likely going to direct the spend towards this top combination that's just sitting alone by itself in the winner's ad set. Okay, so you're running 2 of them at any one time. Whenever one finishes, you'll put another one up, right? And that same process always happens. If you don't find something that's a winner, either you don't get spend, or you get spend in a dynamic creative test, but it's not good enough for your target CPA or your target ROAS, you simply turn it off and get another one up. Okay, so there's a few rules as well for this. Like I said, all creatives have to be the same type. You also only want to test one concept per dynamic creative test. So one market desire, one hook, one angle. Don't worry too much about that now. I'm going to show you later all these things, but you don't want to be testing different things in a dynamic creative test. So for example, let's say I am advertising coffee. One angle is going to be desire of get energy. Another angle is going to be the desire of enjoy this taste. I don't want to be putting them in the same DCT. Those are different creatives. I want to be separating them out into different DCTs. That's different overriding angles. Okay, so let's jump back onto the slides now for one final slide. And that is, what is your account going to look like if you have different account types, right? So if you have a single SKU brand, you're probably just going to have one CBO conversion campaign per avatar. So each different avatar is going to have their own CBO campaign running that 3-2-2 method within it. If you have multiple SKUs, however, you're going to do one thing a bit differently. So you're still going to have your one CBO conversion campaign per avatar, but you're only going to be advertising those top 20% of products from the 80-20 rule we talked about. But in addition to this campaign, you're also going to have, or in addition to these campaigns for each avatar, you're going to have one CBO DPA campaign. So DPA, dynamic product ads, that's basically taking your catalog from the product feed and running it in a campaign where Facebook can show people relevant products to them, and then they can click on that product. So it's very good for marketing. And yeah, that's something that you want to set up if you have multiple SKUs. The CBO campaigns are going to, the conversion campaigns, CBO conversion campaigns per avatar are going to drive the traffic. And then the CBO DPA is going to be very good at the remarketing phase, showing them products that they have interacted with. It's also going to show it to cold traffic. If they've interacted with other brands and shown interest in products, that's where you can capture them with the DPA. But it's mainly going to be remarketing what people looked at on your website. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and I've understood that. If there's anything you're not sure about, just leave it in the comments and I will get back to you. And as always, for more videos, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in another video very, very soon.